All right, example 7. We are differentiating y equals e to the sine of x. Okay, so who is the inside here? It would be sine of x. That's our inside. It's in e to the x. Okay, so that makes e to the x our outside. So if I take the derivative, it's the derivative of my outside. Well, what's the derivative of e to the x? It's just e to the x. So I'd have e with our original inside put back in times the derivative of our inside. Derivative of sine is cosine. So times that. Just for sake of how it looks, I write the trig function first. E sine to the x. Either way is fine. Both acceptable. So there is example 7. Last example on this set of notes, and that is to differentiate y equals 1 over the cubed root of x squared plus x plus 1. Okay, so your first instinct might be like, oh crap, there's a fraction, so do I have to do the quotient rule? And then in order to take the derivative of my denominator, would I have to chain rule it? You are going to look at problems like that in 3.4 day 2, but we do not need to do quotient with chain today. Okay, that's tomorrow's notes type of problems that we're going to handle. I can rewrite this so I can just do a chain rule. Okay, so what I would say is, what power is this really raised to? Something to the cube root of something is really raised to the 1/3. And then what I would do is go ahead and bring it up to the numerator. So I'd have x squared plus x plus 1. And when I bring it up to the numerator, it'd be a negative 1/3. Okay. So now remember, I've only simplified. Now I have to actually go ahead and take the derivative. Okay. First, figure out the outside and then your inside. So my outside, find my inside first. I think it's easier for you guys to find the inside. So my inside is what's listed here. And then my outside would really be x to the 1/3. X to negative 1/3. So my derivative, y prime, my derivative of my outside, I'd bring my negative 1/3 down in front. So I have negative 1/3. Rewrite our original inside. And then I would just say, well, what power do I now have it to? So I have negative 1/3 minus 1. So it'd be minus 3/3. So I'd have negative 4/3 times the derivative of my inside. So that would be 2x plus 1. Derivative of 2x, or x squared is 2x, derivative of x is 1, and then derivative of 1 is 0. Then from here, do a little rewriting. This is a negative power, so it's going to be written in the denominator. Okay, so if I multiplied across, I would have 3 in the bottom. I'm going to move this to the bottom. So I'd have x squared plus x plus 1 to the positive 4/3. And then in the numerator, I'd have 2x plus 1. And that would be our answer for example 8.